welcome to Pocket Watch Podcast. I'm Zach
Cruz.
Oh, I'm Mike.
Hey, Mr. Mike Hunter. He's either to the right or the left. I don't know how we're gonna edit this, but he's over here. The main man, Mike. Who?
There you go,
Mike Hunter. My dog. It's gonna be a good one, guys. We got something for you, man. Everybody that's listening, we appreciate you guys for listening, man. Keep fucking with us, man. Keep sharing, keep posting, liking. Let somebody know. Tell a friend. Be a friend. We working hard, man. We trying to get better. We're trying to get these good interviews for you, man. We got Mike Hunter all the way from Buffalo joining us on the Zoom. This is our first Zoom call interview, so it's a little different. It's just like those of you that work, is like a meeting in person versus a meeting on Zoom. We're gonna work through it though. We're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna be like, what would you say? There's gonna be a delay. We're gonna get used to it. It's all good. It's good. Mr. Mike Hunter, aka Thunder.Prod. My man's doing big things out here. Still in school, trying to make things happen. We're gonna get into it. But yeah, man, let's go. Let's talk about it, bro. So, for those of you that don't know, Mr. Mike Hunter, look him up on Instagram. We'll have it all in the descriptions and stuff like that, so you could link up with the man. You want to see some dope promo videos on football, especially the Bills recently. It looks like you've done a lot of other stuff.
Yeah. That's how I first came into the game. I was editing. I edited YouTube videos since in high school, when I was about a junior or sophomore, and I gained a lot of subscribers on YouTube, and then transitioned to Instagram, and then some of those YouTube followers flocked to the Instagram, and then everything jumped off. But yeah, it all started with me editing one day, just using Camtasia on my family's computer.
Yeah, Camtasia. What is that?
Yeah, Camtasia. That's an editing software. It's like really old, I believe. Yeah, I remember it was like Camtasia Studio 8 that I started off with, and it's bad compared to what I use now. I use Premiere Pro and Final Cut, but I was just messing around with it. And the crazy thing was that I actually started off, because I feel like every kid around my age, especially in this new generation, they always try to be the next gaming YouTuber. So I did post like some Madden clips or whatever, because I used to be good at Madden. So I tried to do the gaming thing, but I had such a love for sports. So I was like, why not just actually do in real life like sports videos? And I saw those got more views. So,
man,
I was able to notice that. That's
super dope, bro. You played sports in high school?
Yeah. So I did track and soccer. I grew up playing soccer, but I transitioned into doing track in high school.
What events did you do in track?
I did the 100, 200.
Ooh, speedy guy.
Yeah, I was on a relay team. Our relay team was really good. Our 4x1 went to states. So
yeah.
It was pretty good. Yeah, our 4x1 was pretty efficient. And a 4x2 too. So
what time did you guys get for your 4x1 to go to state?
Man, I don't even.
Pop quiz.
It was. I don't remember. I know it was 40. It's like 43 or 42.
Okay, that's good. That's real good. Yeah, because I was just trying. I'm trying to think, because we had one of my buddies, like they went to state for the 4x1, so I'm sure he wants to hear what that was. I think they were around that time too.
Yeah, we're not down south. Down south, they run like crackheads, like they're crazy down south, man. So
Florida speed,
we're
baby.
In New York, so our times we ain't gonna compare. If your buddy's down south, he got it.
He got it.
Yeah, he got it.
That's dope, bro. Yeah, so that's crazy, man. Like, it feels like you're living the dream right now. Like, I mean, from our perspective, because it's like you're in high school, you're in some sports and stuff like that. You're already like a tech nerd. You know what I mean? Like, you're already editing. You're already doing this and that. And I say tech nerd like as a compliment.
Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully, because there's some things we still trying to learn. With this whole process, this whole journey, and it's like when we see guys like you, we're like, oh, this is the one. This guy knows what he's doing, bro. It's a lot of respect with that stuff, bro.
Yeah, because it's not easy at all, man.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So then fast forward, you go to University of Buffalo?
Yeah, man. University of Buffalo. This is where I go mainly because it's in New York. So, it's cheaper like to just go to SUNY school out here. And then also they had the best sports program probably like around. So, actually, when I first applied, I think the basketball team was in the March tournament. They were in the NCAA tournament, so they had a good sports program here. And then I was gonna intern with them, which is what I did.
Yeah, good idea, bro. That's dope. Anybody listening, take that. That's a good blueprint right there, man. Like whatever your local college is, local community and stuff. I mean, we're in Orlando, so it ain't after UCF. You know what I mean? Like I guess you could go Magic or something, but it seems like it seems like you had a plan and you executed that plan, man. Because look what you're doing right now, right?
Yeah, definitely, man. And it went way better than expected. My plan was originally, just to come in and intern like right away freshman year with the football team, and that's what I did. They actually reached out to me because players was following me, and they already knew about my Instagram before I even stepped foot on campus. So,
I guess, how did that feel?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's pretty dope, because like I did work when I was senior or junior in high school. I did work with Juju Smith-Schuster, so he posted some of my stuff, and then I got a lot of traction and followers from him reposting my stuff and tagging me. So
I see now
because Adams as well.
Yeah, Jamal Adams. I see too because I'm like most of my research is obviously from your Instagram and stuff like that. So pretty much if you go follow Thunder.Prod, his pinned stories, if that's the word for it. It's pretty much. It looks like your life. That's like your life cycle right now, right? Because you started off with like
sort of. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna see a whole bunch of Juju videos, Jamal Adams when he was on the Jets, and then it just went into AJ Brown, all these different guys, DK. It went crazy.
How did you? So you started that your junior year?
Yeah. Junior year of high school. I started off that whole Instagram and everything, and I'm like a laid back person, so I didn't really like tell people about it. I don't really like talk about it and stuff like that. But the high school found out, and then they actually like purchased my camera so I could shoot basketball games too. So that's how I stepped into like the shooting, and just me getting to where I'm at today, being able to shoot with the Bills. So I picked up my first camera actually in high school, thanks to my high school.
Wow, that's interesting. That's cool.
Wow,
that's
shout out! What high school you went to?
Yeah, White Plains High School. White Plains High School. So shout out to them for that. Believing in me, and then just me showing them like my resume and everything, editing wise. Really, I mean, all my resume was I had a lot of followers on YouTube, and
And they bought a camera for you.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. They got like a Panasonic, and then that's what I used. I made some cool videos for the basketball team, football team, and that's how I sort of got some experience with the camera. Because I didn't want to just edit all the time. I would want to be on the field and stuff like that. And,
So. Damn, that's dope, bro. Yo, I don't know, like a lot of that's an impact. I don't know how many people can say that like high school impacted them like that. You know what I mean? Because would you like, were you able to like buy a camera otherwise? Probably not, right? I mean, them shits are expensive.
They were expensive, but believe it or not, the crazy thing was, I probably could have, but like the money I made from YouTube and like this from the other edits that I made, I actually like didn't touch that sort of, because I'm not really like a spender type of guy. And then also it was sort of smart because like my parents were telling me like maybe just not, because I'm in high school, just don't touch it or whatever, and then just just figure out ways to, because like the thing was too is that I'm basically marketing the high school if I'm doing videos for them, because in Westchester no one's doing videos and stuff like that. So they did do a lot by like purchasing the camera, but I was also bringing a lot to the table.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like maybe a middle school kid, if he saw the video, be like, oh, well, now I want to play for White Plains High School and stuff like that. So
that's smart.
School as well, and then brings more engagement to the games, and more people probably want to go to the games and stuff like that, because a lot of people were liking the videos on Instagram.
Hell
so
yeah,
it was sort of a plus for both sides.
Yeah, man, and I feel like these days anybody and everybody is trying to do that, right? Like everybody's trying to get a YouTube. I mean, look at us. You know what I mean? Like everybody's trying to get a YouTube. Everybody's trying to do this and that. And you were in the game pretty early, man. When did you graduate high school?
To class of 2019.
2019, so that was about 3 years ago or so.
Yeah.
Hey, so you about to graduate, bro?
What happened? Sorry, I didn't.
You about to graduate then, huh?
Oh yeah, man. I'm a junior right now in college, so I'm out next year. I'm looking at actually, probably going into master's school because I want to be a director or like teach people to do what I do. Because since for like 2 years now, people have been always asking me questions like, oh, how I do this, how I do that. And, I think me being able to hone all those skills and then probably develop a team on my own down the line.
Yeah.
And, just having the school background in order to, really have a stable position. Because I prefer having that than being a freelancer.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys in my area, they just, they're satisfied. I mean, some people have different interests. Like me, I'm just always like a never satisfied type of person.
Yeah.
So, I just want to keep leveling up and, just hopefully, get into a director role and have a team of my own instead of me having to edit everything myself.
Hell yeah, man. Yo, I know there's a lot of people that want to do what you're doing. If anybody's listening that wants to do what he's doing, listen to that blueprint, man. That's super dope. Like, like, the saying where it's like, you just got to do it. Like, just pull the trigger. You know what I mean? Like that's something that look what happened in high school. You're like, you know what? I'm just going to get into this. I love it. It's good. Let's just get into it. And then vice versa. And then you got this big following in high school doing videos and stuff like that for Juju and Devontae Adams. And like you said, not satisfied. Let me go get my bachelor's in this. You know what I mean? Let me solidify this. You think, because a lot of people would have been satisfied with that. Like, a lot of people might have been like, yo, I don't got to go to school for this.
Yeah, man. You don't understand how many people, like, even people that just meet me. Because I don't really, like, sometimes I don't really, like I said, I'm more of like a laid back type of person. Like, a lot of other people describe me as like humble. So like, if someone meets me, they're not really going to know about all that stuff. And then if the conversation leads to me talking about like, oh, we're both media majors or whatever, and then they see like my Instagram and stuff, they're like, why are you here? So even last night, like I met someone and they were like, why are you in Buffalo, man? So, I think it varies for everyone. I think mainly my background, like my foundation, like thanks to my mom and dad, always pushing me to be the best person I could be. Cause a lot of other people, I like you said, would have been satisfied and not even went to college.
Word.
And, everyone's different, but me personally, thanks to my dad, also mainly just pushing me to keep pushing the boundaries and be the best person I could be. So I was just not satisfied with just doing that. I mean, if I didn't even go to college, if I didn't even go here, I probably would not have been working with the Bills. I probably would have had a different route. Probably would have been harder, but
that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, that's true. That's a really valid point.
Yeah, because look at this. Because if you were satisfied, who knows what you're doing at this point, right? So you're saying like you going to University of Buffalo actually put you in a position to work with the Bills?
Yeah, it did, because freshman year when I was interning with them, I didn't even get to start a season game with them, and the Bills, they were looking for a video person basically for the upcoming season. So it made sense. The Bills, if they're looking for a sports person, they're going to come to the colleges like Buffalo Canisius. They're going to say if they have anyone. And I was on the top of the list that they recommended, and thankfully they took me in sophomore year. So I've been doing stuff for the Bills since last year. Last year was a COVID season, so I was in the stands, so I wasn't on the field or anything, which sucked, but it was still a great experience. And then this year, now I'm actually on the field. Seeing packed stadiums, it's just insane. The Patriots game, it was insane. I mean, it's just really cold, but that's the only downfall.
Yeah.
The energy is just insane. And then I'm not even a Bills fan, but it's like the more I do work with them, the more I like the fans and everything.
You're not a Bills fan. Who's your fan? Who's your team, bro?
I'm a Green Bay fan, actually.
Oh,
Brett Favre. Yeah, that's the first quarterback I watched growing up. So
Brett Favre, that was the man. Even though, Aaron Rodgers got him beat, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. Aaron Rodgers, yeah, definitely. Aaron Rodgers is insane. He makes some crazy throws, man. It sucked how he went out this year, but
yeah, that was crazy. I lost $100 on that game. That was.
Oh man.
Yeah. I was watching with a bunch of Packer fans, so I was like, you know what? I got to be just as invested in this game as y'all are, and I guess I had the same feeling, maybe less. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry you had to go through that, man. That's rough.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. I was all right. I mean, I wasn't even confident in that game anyways, man. I wasn't. Honestly, the game that hurt me more was the Bills-Chiefs game, because if the Bills won that game, they would have had the AFC Championship here, because I only shoot the home game.
Yeah.
So I would have had another game to shoot, and I would have loved to shoot that. The energy would have been insane, and I really feel like they would have won that game because I feel like they were the best team all around.
Yeah, because you were there.
The
so
way that happened was just unfortunate. It was like, come on, man.
So watching that game, being on the sidelines and stuff, just for people that don't know, like this man is on the sidelines with the players shooting. Go check his Instagram. Like those videos are from him. He's on the field in the cuts recording. Like it's super fire, bro. You make me want to play Madden when I watch your videos, bro. Like I just want to go home and play Madden and shit like that. But so watching that game, that Chiefs Bills game, you felt like the Bills were the better team?
Yeah, man. I was at home watching it because I don't travel with the team. I do the home games.
Mm-hmm.
But, I really wanted them to win because I felt like they, and I wanted to see Jamar chasing them in person. So I would have loved to see the Bengals come to Buffalo.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I definitely feel like they should have won that game because, like, I watched so much football, so, it's just the defense they ran, like, at the end. I'm like, what are they doing, man? I didn't like the defense they were in, just letting what's his name? I forgot the guy. Kelsey just run up the middle like with 13 seconds left.
They were in prevent.
It was just bad, man. Yeah, because I know everyone was complaining about the coin toss, but I was just saying like it should not even went to OT.
Word. So and that brings me to my next question. How do you feel about that coin toss thing? Because they're saying there's too much power in the coin toss. And for those of you that don't watch football, maybe this ain't for you, but they were scoring back to back to back to back, like back and forth. So it went to overtime, and in overtime it comes to a coin toss with who gets the ball first, and the first team that scores a touchdown wins, period. If you score a field goal, then the other team has an option. I like the rules. Like I'm not a fan of like the college rules or whatever, where you kind of keep going or whatever, based like there's more time, right? Is that how the college rules go or whatever? Like
yeah, I think college you start off at like the 25 or 30, and then they just keep going back and forth until whoever scores less. I think so.
How do you feel about that though? Because everybody was talking about that. Like, is there too much power in the coin toss, or does defense win championships?
Yeah. It is a lot of power in that coin toss, but like I think that if they do change it, they can't do it like college because I think just having a difference between the play styles is really cool. It's just like in college, you have to have 1 foot in to maintain possession. Right. Rather than the NFL, you need 2 feet in. So I think those differences between college, they should keep it. But if they do change it, I think they should make them drive the whole field. Just play it regular. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't like. I'm more of an original person. I agree with you. I don't think they should change everything. Like even them adding a game this season. We see all these records being broken literally because there's an extra game. So.
Word. Like TJ Watt getting the most sacks or whatever.
Yeah, all these stats are getting really inflated, and everyone looks better than Legends. But Legends they played with these rules. So
yeah, there's definitely an asterisk on this season, right? Definitely an asterisk.
Yeah, man. Yeah, a whole lot of asterisks, man. Because like I even sometimes when I edit stuff or if I'm shooting. Real quick, like if I'm shooting for a team, like an away team, sometimes I'll go on the Instagram to see what type of footage they like and stuff like that because I don't just shoot for the Bills. Like I shoot for the NFL mainly. Mm-hmm. So I cover both teams. So if the Chiefs come to Buffalo, I check the Chiefs Instagram, see what type of shots they like, and then also talk to them and see what they like. So, me going on those Instagrams, I'm seeing, these records, first player to do this in the game, first player to do that. I'm like, man, it's just because it's extra game.
Yeah.
So, I'm seeing that all the time.
Yeah, it's a little different. What's it called? So how does that work then? So you shoot for the NFL, period, right? So if you go to another team, do you start the process first? Because that's smart as fuck. Let me say, good for you, bro. Like, you're good at what you do. Like, that's such a good idea. Like, checking the other team's Instagram. What type of videos do they like? What type of, editing and stuff do they, lean towards? And then do you reach out at that point, or do you kind of already know that they're going to use your stuff?
Sort of already know because, like, the way it is, I'm a live content correspondent. So basically, I have to send stuff in real time. So, for example, if Josh Allen throws a touchdown, by like the end of commercial break, they should be able. The NFL should have my angles. I send it through Slack so they can post it on Instagram and stuff like that. So most of the stuff I shoot, you don't really see on TV. You're gonna see it on Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. All the video game angles, those type of guys. Those are the people that like live content correspondents, like the angles that look like Madden, sort of the video games.
That's dope, bro. Yo, congrats, bro. You killing this shit, man. That sounds like as a kid that just loved football my whole life. Like that sounds like a dream job right there, bro.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, man, it's a really cool experience, and then the Bills, the other media guys I work with are really welcoming, mainly because I'm like a younger guy, like probably like the youngest guy out there, so they're always I'm like a sponge, just grasping information, and they're always really nice to me, man. It's a whole lot of experience on that team.
So. That's another gem you just dropped right there, bro. Understand if you're young, if you're new or something like that, bro. Like don't be cocky just because you built something else yourself, on the outside. Like understand that other people have been in this game for a while and there's a lot to learn, right? That's dope, man.
Yeah, exactly, literally.
How many what do you say, content correspondents?
Yeah, live content correspondents. Yeah, there's two per NFL team. So I work with a guy named Luke, and it's just us two mainly. But there's also other media people like photographers for like Getty Images or news stations. There's videographers. So those are the people I was talking about, like that I network with, like the older guys that even do stuff strictly for the Bills or news stations and all these other things. Those are the people I work with. But network with. But live content correspondents, like it's a slim group. They choose 2 to 3 people for each team. So there's about 64.
Damn.
Of the league,
yo, hit the applause for home.
I think it's 32 or 30 teams.
Yeah. Yeah, that's dope, bro. That's super dope. Because you're a junior right now. And it's just a question. Up to this point in your major, digital media, right?
Media studies, yeah.
Media studies. Do you think, like, up to this point from and your experience is great experience, but up to this point, experience versus school, how much have you learned more from?
Definitely experience, and I don't want to sort of steer people to say like school doesn't mean anything and stuff like that. At the end of the day, that degree does hold a lot of weight. Like that's just the way the world is now. It holds a lot of weight. But in a field like mine, it's more artistic and they're looking for actual talent, rather than like academics, stuff like that. So, experience definitely helps. And I think, it does correlate with a lot of other majors. Like all my friends are applying to internships right now. Me and my guy were just talking about it yesterday. He's like, yeah, he had an interview. So, internships is just a big thing. And for me personally, experience has always been a good thing for me. And I personally, I don't really like school like that, honestly. So I have to have that experience sort of to back up everything. And that's what I do, So I don't really like school like that, but I'll put all my effort into furthering my career and other things like that. So
yes,
got you one or the other.
Yes, sir. That's so smart, man. Because it's true, and I feel like I knew the answer before I asked it. You know what I mean? Because nothing's better than experience. But like you said, without being in University of Buffalo, you might not have gotten a shot, recording for the NFL and stuff like that. Like it just adds some type of legitimacy, right? Like it adds some type of
exactly.
Like I care about this, and honestly, like you said, there's only 64 NFL media correspondents or whatever. It's you gotta find ways to put yourself, at the top of the heap, right? Separate yourself.
Yeah, definitely, man. And just experiences that's a major thing that's helped, So that's mainly what it is. Even me, I'm still like applying this stuff to this day, just even positions that's reaches for me. I'm just still applying, just trying. That's all it is. Just
yeah, man. No, that's a great mindset. And also note, like, and just like me, bro, like I'm going for my master's in business here pretty soon. I don't like school either, bro.
I don't think anybody really likes school.
You know what I mean? Like, and it don't really matter the grades you get and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you get through it, you learn something from it, and you put it on the damn resume. That's all you need. Yep,
exactly, man. That's my biggest thing, man. I'm just trying to at least get a B or just pass it. I'm not just make sure I get some good grades.
Yeah, man.
And then, just get through with it, man. Just get everything over with, man. Honestly, that's all it is.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. Yeah, because that's super dope. Because especially like with the plans you have moving forward, right? Like being a director of something or whatever. That master's degree is probably what's going to solidify that. Like over the experience, maybe, because that's another slim pickings where you got to try to separate yourself from the heat. And there's probably a lot of masters. There's probably going to be a lot of people getting the same master's degree you're getting, but you're getting this experience in the meantime, and ain't nobody going to compare with that.
That resume look crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. But yeah, definitely that's the main goal, like getting the master's. And I wasn't really, honestly, once again, shout out to my parents, for helping me reach this point. Yeah. Because, me personally, like, I wasn't even really looking at the master's, thing, but my parents mainly want me to do it, and I am like, the more I talk to them and the more I think about it, it does make more sense for me. It just fits the way I am, and it just opens more avenues because I can still have whatever I have going on as a freelancer or a business on the side while being, director of such and such a Power 5 school or NFL team or anything.
Yeah. That's
just me. Yeah, looking at everything, and if my parents didn't say anything, I probably would not have even been looking at it. But it just all depends. Maybe my resume could help as an undergrad if I do happen to be able to get something like that. But if it doesn't, I'll probably have to go for that master's.
Yeah. Oh, so you're gonna try to, because you said you're reaching out to other things and stuff. So you're gonna shop around maybe before you go get that master's, huh?
yeah, man. So I'm just trying everything, because if I don't really need to get it, then if I'm able to get a director right out of undergrad, I mean, that'll be amazing. But most likely that master's will be probably needed.
Fuck yeah, bro! Don't stop, man. You know what I mean? Like, we young right now. You know what I mean? So you gotta just
the building blocks.
Yeah, and like, are you working? Because that's your job right there, right? So you're making money off of that. So that's kind of like a good situation while you're in school.
Yeah, definitely. I'm paid off of that position, and then also I've been doing MLB stuff as well. I haven't posted that on my page, but in the last postseason, I was the same thing for the MLB, live content correspondent, because I'm not sure if you guys were aware of the whole Blue Jays situation.
What's that?
The Blue Jays had to play in Buffalo because in Canada there was all these rules and restrictions and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
so,
okay, yeah.
I was covering them while they were in Buffalo, and then when they went back to Toronto, I mean, there was nothing really for me to do with the MLB, but they liked my editing skills and everything, so I literally transitioned from a live content role to an editing role with them.
That's dope.
I did remote editing, like, just from home, and it worked perfectly with my school schedule because I edit really fast. So, that's another thing I've been doing, and it's basically work sort of right now, and I'm still editing right now. Actually, I'm about to edit something after this interview.
Keep working, boy.
Wow, that's dope.
Yo, Buffalo's lit, bro.
It's cold, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's cold out here, man. Sometimes I question myself. I'm like, man, but it's like I'm getting used to it now, man. I'm getting a little used to it. I was able, because at first I was just be shivering out there with a coat, but now I'm getting a little bit more used to it. Those struggling through those Bills games is sort of getting me built up for this weather. But
give it a couple years and then come apply for Miami Dolphins. You know what I mean? That's my team right there, bro. Like, that would be super crazy. Damn. So what's it called? I wanted to say too, you mentioned last year was your first year, right?
Working with the NFL.
With the NFL.
Yeah.
So your first year was with no fans.
Yeah.
How have you been to a football game before that?
No, I haven't. That was my first. So my first football game was me. My first ever football game was me working for the NFL. So it was crazy, but there was no fans there. There was no fans there, so it was awkward. But we had the one thing though, that I do miss though. When there's no fans, it's way easier to get in and out of the stadium.
Yeah.
Now with fans, man, I gotta wait an hour to get out or like 30 minutes to get out. But it was just smooth when there was no fans. But I think that was a good experience for me because leading into year 2 now, I know where a lot of stuff is at. I know people, built up relationships on the field, because on the field you get lost out there, man. There's a whole lot of people running around. There's players, so that was sort of a good building block for me, a learning experience for me.
Yeah. So how do you like position yourself, like knowing like are you just running around the field trying to get the best shot and then you kind of put it all together? But you just said that you have to kind of send certain angles like during commercial break and stuff. Do they place you in spots, or is it up to you where you go to get angles?
It is up to me. Pre-game, me personally, I like a lot of visors and stuff like that, and dances, and so I do a lot of like close-up shots. Me personally for pre-game, and a lot of players like that.
Yo, get me with my visor on. You know what I mean? Get me while I'm getting lit to the music and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's the one thing I did a lot of Diggs videos, because Bleacher Report reposted a lot of my Diggs videos last year, and they reposted some this year that I made. So those are the type of shots that they liked, because I posted on TikTok and then they would just repost it. I was like, oh wow, that's really cool.
And you smart too as a fan. Like, it's good when you're a fan doing a job too, right? Because you're a fan yourself and you know what you would like to see. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. And then me just being younger guy, and that's most of the people that are on social media. So I know what people are like me are looking for.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So that's why a lot of people like my type of videos, just the vibe. And then I'm a big music guy, so I listen to music. But mainly, like you said, position yourself. It's like, since it's me and Luke, since it's two of us, we can't just be 5 feet away from each other, because if touchdown's all the way on the other end, we're all going to miss it.
Yeah.
And it's a big end zone, man. So usually I have to go parallel to him. Like if he's on one side, I'll go on the other side. But mainly where I choose is based off of me just watching games. Like I'll just expect a sort of like play or something.
Yeah.
Like there was a couple of plays where Deontay Johnson and then Sanders, I literally was right there in the corner when they threw it, because I expected it, So sort of a combination of, sometimes getting lucky, and then me just, because I watch so much football, I sort of could see where the ball is probably going to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if it's 3rd and long, we might want to get by that first down marker, right? Because that's probably where the crazy catch might happen or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. And the crazy thing is with the Deontay Johnson thing, I've seen them run, like I know they target him a lot in the red zone, because I watch like fantasy football and stuff like that. So I knew that was a guy they usually go to, because they usually like throwing like some corner play or something like that to the corner. And I was literally right there.
Yeah.
So it turned out pretty cool, man. So it's cool, sort of testing my knowledge, see if I know what I'm doing, see if I know what I'm thinking with football, and then, just see it come to fruition is really cool.
Yeah, man. You ever get hit? I always see cameramans and stuff get knocked out.
No. Luckily, I haven't. But the thing is, too, my setup, I don't really have the best setup. I probably have the worst setup out of everyone, because I usually rely on my camera skills, because I hold on camera. I don't really have all the other extra stuff to make it stable. I usually rely on like my ball tracking and stuff as all like eye coordination. So a lot of my shots really depends on like me mainly, because I'm holding the camera. But the great thing about that setup is that, if someone's running in my way, I could just go out the way like quickly.
Yeah.
Some guys, like there's some photographers that be laying down. I'm like, man, if he goes your way, you're dead.
And that's what happens.
Yeah, man. So it's like the way my setup is way easier. It's really easy to maneuver around and stuff like that. So, but yeah, thankfully I haven't been hit, but the ball almost hit me like a couple of times, because Josh Allen, man, this dude just be beaming the ball. So
yeah,
he has the strongest arm in the league, I think. So
I agree.
Crazy.
Yeah. Josh Allen, and especially this year, that man took off, man. Especially this year.
Yeah.
Great season, bro. What does he look like? Like, because I never seen the Bills live, right? Like I've been to some games, never seen the Bills. Is Josh Allen just like a massive freaking being walking around?
Yes, he's big. Him and Cam Newton are the two biggest. Actually, Big Ben too. Those are the 3 of the biggest quarterbacks I've ever seen. And then just being on the field, you could see he stands out in the huddle. When they stand in the huddle, he's like the tallest guy there.
Yeah,
so he's just a big quarterback. And then in person, he's just crazy, man. It's like this guy's not sliding. He's trying to run through linebackers, hurdling people. It's crazy, man. Because it's like, and then the one biggest thing to me was last year when the Chiefs came to Buffalo. Mahomes, he ran. I was like, nah, he looks way slower on TV. This man looked really fast in person. Mahomes, I was surprised.
That's true, bro. He does look like it looks like it's easy for him, but he does look like he's slow, right? Like he's just kind of like.
Yeah, man. But I was recording him. I was like, okay, he's moving a little faster than usual, so I had to move the camera.
Yeah.
But, it's just crazy thing, in real life, you're just seeing, like how tall some of these guys are, how big some of these guys are. It's pretty crazy, So it's just insane. Even me seeing Isaiah Rodgers, that's a guy I'm cool with. He's like 5. He's like my height, basically. He's like 5'9". He plays for the Colts, but he's a starting corner.
Yeah, Isaiah Rodgers.
Just seeing the size of some of these guys and just how athletic they really are.
How you know Rodgers?
Oh, he actually reached out to me to do like a video for him like last year. And then ever since, I just been cool with him. And then he happened to come to Buffalo, so that's when I met him when they played Buffalo.
Yeah,
so it's pretty cool, man. There's a couple players that when they come by to Buffalo, I meet him. Like Trill Williams, he plays on the Dolphins. I saw him when he came out here to Buffalo. Jeff Smith on the Jets. There's a few like guys on visiting teams that like I don't know.
Who on the Dolphins?
Trill Williams.
Who's that?
Yeah, he's like he's a rookie, so they didn't really give him, and he's a corner, so and he's a rookie. Dolphins, they have what's his name, Xavier Howard, and the other guy,
Jones, Byron Jones. Yeah,
Byron Jones. So that secondary is deep over there, so he doesn't really see the field too much, but he will in the future probably since he's really young.
Oh yeah, but, damn right, he's gonna be the best corner in the league.
Yeah, man, yeah. Charles, he's gonna be a problem, and he's from the same area as me. I'm from Westchester, so.
Okay, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
the other guy. That's why Byron Jones wants to leave Miami.
nah, man. Nah, Byron's good, man. Byron's good, man. Miami, I like that team, man. I actually like Miami a lot, man. I'm surprised I think they went like they had 10 wins this season too. They had 10 wins last season and missed it.
I think we almost got 10 wins, but we had like a 8-game win streak.
8-game win streak. Yeah, they always do that. They'll just play good out of nowhere.
Yeah, man.
Too. So it's just the offense don't be doing anything. I remember I was texting my friend because usually when the games happen, like my phone be blowing up. People are like, "Oh, I saw you," and whatever. But one of my friends, I texted him. I was like, "Man, this is the most boring game I ever filmed in my life." And Tua, like I feel like people, you know, a lot of people were hating on him and stuff like that. But if you watch the game, I don't really watch the Dolphins game. But when he came to Buffalo, I'm like, all they have this dude doing is throwing screens and 5-yard passes.
Yeah,
so it was like the most boring game of my life when they came to Buffalo. Man, I was like, man, all they're doing is just these short throws and it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, man, it's interesting because they say Tua, they say he plays kind of scared, right? Like if like what he saw as open in college is not necessary, you know, like is way smaller margin in the NFL, you know, and that's a knock against him, but. I also feel like, and that's the shitty thing, because like, you know, Miami let go of Brian Flores.
Yeah, I don't understand that one still to this day.
Yeah, he was a good coach, and obviously he's suing the NFL now for like, you know, it's some racism. There's the whole pretty much bribing him to lose games and stuff like that. Crazy. Yeah, but. And it sucks because I'm torn as a Miami fan because I like Brian Flores, but he didn't get along with Tua very much. And on top of that, he's not an offensive coach, you know? So I'm kind of excited for Mike Daniels. Is it Mike McDaniels or Mike Daniels?
I don't even know. Yeah, he was from the Patriots, right? Or something like that?
No, he was assistant offensive coordinator for the Niners.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be interesting, man. Yeah, man, because that offense, man. I mean, at first I thought it was the receivers, but it's like they drafted Jalen Waddle, so it's like, you know, they should be getting some. But when they came to Buffalo, I saw those wide receivers. They were getting locked up. I'm not gonna lie, they were getting a little locked up. But that tight end is good. Jasicki, he's really good. So it's like they got some weapons, man. But yeah, I was seeing that game. I was like, yeah, I just feel like they don't open up the playbook for him. You know, that's the whole thing with quarterbacks too. It just depends on the situation you're in. If you have the all talent, you can have a lot of talent, but you know, bad coaching can really hold you back, or vice versa. If you don't have a lot of talent, good coaching can hide
man. So
that's what they say with Mac Jones, sort of, because you know he can't run like Justin Fields and all them, but got Bill Belichick coaching him. So
yeah,
you know,
it's a little different too when you got good defense and stuff like that. Like
good defense. Out. I mean, yeah, you got a good secondary, man. So
man, speaking of Miami getting locked down, because every time we went to Buffalo, we got work. But but not one player on the defense got a Pro Bowl, right? Like there wasn't not one player on the defense that went to the Pro Bowl.
Oh yeah, for the Bills, yeah.
And they had a defense, man. Bro.
And Josh Allen didn't get a Pro Bowl selection too. I mean, they put him as an alternate, but he was like, you know, he's sort of like a FU type of moment. Like he's like, nah, I'm not even gonna do it because they didn't select them first.
Yeah, man.
I think they chose Lamar over him.
Yeah, and it's like that's where you see like some of these awards is kind of bullshit because it's like fan vote mixed with like some of these old white guy votes. You know what I mean? Like
same thing with the All-Star game, the NBA All-Star game. You know, the fan votes. So I feel like, you know, players in general, the NFL guys, they value the All-Pro selections way more because both those safeties, Poyer and Hyde, they got selected to All-Pro. All NFL. Yeah, I think it's All Pro or All NFL, whatever that's called. And then Josh Allen, I think he got he didn't get selected probably because of Rodgers. But you know, I think they don't really value the Pro Bowl as much as they did back in the day. It just goes to show how Buffalo, you know, is just really a smaller market. Because you know, I'll be telling my friends, I'm like, man, I film this guy every other weekend, and I'm seeing how talented he is. Like he could do all the stuff. He could do some of those Mahomes be doing, and he trucks people too. So it's like. You know, he's a better runner than Mahomes. You know, Mahomes does make some crazy throws, but it's like I'm seeing a mix of like Cam Newton and like because he reminds me of Cam Newton the way he be trucking people and running through people.
Yeah. He
has the arm of like a cannon. He has a cannon, so it's like seeing all this talent, but also seeing how undervalued you know the Buffalo market is. You know, because there's a lot of talent in Buffalo. It's just you know they don't really pay too much attention. So sort of similar with the NBA, you're seeing it with Giannis. You know, Giannis so. people acting like he didn't just win the finals. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Smaller market.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's why it's dope what you do though, man. Like, and what you did and what you're able to, and watch what your future is going to turn into. All coming from, Buffalo native. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy, man. That's super crazy. That's dope.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
What's it called? A couple questions too. Since you're a Buffalo guy, since you've been recording and taking pictures for them, any you got the past couple years, like any crazy like somebody said something to you or yo, what's up, Tyreek? How you doing, bro? Anything you ever throw any of those out there, or you just try to act cool you belong?
Yeah. No, I don't really say anything because I'm more like I'm a quiet type of guy, so I don't really say anything like that. But the craziest thing to me was because like I said, I'm a Packers fan. Aaron Rodgers walked out in front of me. I was like, dang, that's crazy. Like that was like a wow moment to me, And then another thing that was crazy to me too was Stephon Diggs. He followed his photographer. He reached out to me because he has a photo guy who takes all his photos and stuff because he's big on fashion.
Yeah.
So like I connected with him. And his photographer wanted me to send like some photos or clips because he didn't have access to the field and stuff like that. And he said, he could get me a signed jersey from Diggs. So Diggs signed my jersey and then followed me on Twitter.
Oh, shit.
But I felt like he never knew really who I was and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I actually finally met him this year doing an event for the NFL in Buffalo. And that was probably the craziest thing to me because he's one of my favorite receivers. And that was just a really cool moment, because I posted a lot of Diggs videos. They were all over Bleacher Report, all over the place. We followed each other on Twitter, but I don't think he like actually met me. So that was just cool.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, yeah, you followed me on Twitter, man. So
hell yeah, you lit. We lit. Diggs followed me on Twitter, man. Diggs, I feel like he don't get enough respect, man. I feel like he's like, I mean, he gets the respect, but I feel like a lot of people will name a lot of receivers before they name him. But I don't think there's a lot of receivers that could do what he did, like with the Vikings and then going to the Bills and just like getting better even. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, man. He's a heck of a receiver, man, too. And he's like 6 foot. He's not the biggest guy, but, he his route running is crazy. His catches. Like, just he's a good guy. He's like really good receiver, man. So that's crazy. Just coming in and just leading the league in yards, I think, or receptions or something like that. So he's just went crazy stats wise.
So this year, now that you have fans and stuff, did you see any dildos getting thrown on the field or anything like that?
No, it was funny. I didn't see that, but when I posted, I'm not sure if you guys saw it when I posted my TikTok of the Bills Patriots recap.
Yeah.
People were commenting like, did you get that in 4K? I was like, man, I couldn't even see it. Honestly, I couldn't. And the thing is, I think I slowed it down to see if I saw it fly. I was like, I didn't see it, but I saw the player complaining about it. So I don't think Kendrick Bourne, he was really tight about it. But
yeah, man, COVID.
What happened?
It's COVID, bro. Don't be throwing dildos at me.
Man, bro, those Bills fans are crazy. Like, it's just funny, man. Those Bills fans are crazy. Like, there was one time at a preseason game, they were chanting my name, my media number name. They were like, 42.
That's dope.
That's funny.
Man. Yeah, man. Those Bills fans are funny, man.
And that's the pro to, like, a small market team. I think the fans are the best for, like, the small market teams. You know what I mean? Because they got the most pride in their team right there. Yeah,
exactly, man. And that's a team you don't want to see in the playoffs because I remember when the Colts came up last year with COVID and the stadium was loud even halfway full because I think when COVID was going around in the playoffs, they let like 25% in. Yeah. And it was crazy. It was so loud, I think they had to call timeout on the first play, man. So it's like, it's just crazy. And then just this packed stadium, it's just...
And you got to hear it this year.
How loud it could get in that place.
Hell yeah, man. One more thing too, and have you ever seen like, well, probably not because you're on the field, so you probably never seen like the guys jumping off the trucks to do like, like they jump on the table. What is it called? I don't know what it's called, but
just jump through the tables.
Yeah, jumping off the thing. Like there's like Bills have a thing. The Bills fans have this thing when they tailgate and stuff where they get on the highest ground they could get and they jump off and they break the table. They break the table down.
Yeah.
Man,
I've never seen that in person, but I've seen it on Instagram, like, because, like every college has their own Barstool page. So I follow like the Buffalo one and I always see it on that page, but I never seen it in person.
Yeah.
But, mainly because I'm on the field and I have to be there really early. So a lot of people, when they tailgate, they do it all the time. But I see it on Snap, you know, every night, like all the time when there's game day, man. They're out there from like 8 a.m. man. They're wild for the Bills, man.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in person though.
I just had a vision. I won't tell anybody if you use it, I promise. But I could see like if you could get a clip of somebody jumping off and busting through the table, and then it immediately goes into like the Bills highlights and shit like that. I'll give it to you, bro. That's a gift because you're on Pocket Watch Podcast, bro.
No, that's cool, man. I might have to do that. I'm gonna have to put that in the notes for sure.
Incorporate it, bro. Hey, that's why you're doing what you're doing. I'm doing what I'm doing. So, nah, bro. But hey, man, we really appreciate you coming on with us, man. We just coming up on 45 minutes. That's dope, man. You giving us great content, dog.
Yeah, man, no problem. Actually, I appreciate you all, you know, for inviting me on, man. It was tough because, you know, I think when you guys hit me about it, like that's when the Bleacher Report thing happened because my DM went crazy.
Yeah.
So, like, because I love going on podcasts, so I saw you guys. I was like, yeah, I'll definitely be interested.
Yo,
I appreciate y'all reaching out and everything.
Yo, even more appreciation. That's true. Like you had your shit blown up and you still responded to us, man. That's super dope.
Yeah, definitely appreciate you coming on, man. It's dope.
Crazy.
Yeah. Hey, something else real quick. This is Pocket Watch Podcast. So we do something every episode. If you could think of something, you think you have like a weekly success or a weekly failure?
Or both.
Or like a monthly success or a monthly failure?
That's a good question.
Yeah, because every week we go through and we highlight like our weekly success or weekly failure. But if you want to have like a monthly one, or if you have both, or you just have one, you can highlight with us as we do it. We normally do it in the beginning of the episode, but this episode we're switching it up and we're actually doing it towards the end. We're trying to do something a little bit different, so we're gonna do it at the end of it. But if you want to chime in with us, you can chime in with us on it.
Come on, man. What you got?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's cool. I'm trying to think right now.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, I think my weekly success. I don't know, just getting videos. Actually, no. Getting back to the gym because I haven't been able to go to the gym in forever, man, because of work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I've been going in the morning. I've been going before class at like 6 a.m. My roommates I even told my roommate, he's like, you don't believe me. He's like, you're crazy, man. And I sent him a snap of me going in the morning. He's like, oh my gosh, you actually do it.
Yes, sir.
I'm proud of myself, you know, for being able to commit to that. Now that the season's over, I got more free time to me, you know, just being able to get back in the gym, get back in track shape, hopefully.
Yes, sir. It's your off season now too, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. Can't just be like partying, getting out of shape. So,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got a failure? You got a lesson learned? It's all dubs over here, bro.
No, it's not always all. No, it's not always all dubs, man.
Could be the smallest thing.
I'm trying to think, man.
Wait, if you want, we can circle back to you. Cruz can go through his success and weekly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but that's the reason why we do it, though. You know what I mean?
It's like self-reflection, makes you think back on your week.
I like that.
That's the reason we do it. Like, for instance, for me, my weekly failure at work, man, I feel like I've been letting my emotions kind of take over a little bit, you know, because not everybody's easy to work with, and not everybody should be easy to work with, and it's not nothing different, right? Like anywhere you go, there's gonna be people that you're not gonna get along with and stuff, but you still gotta get over those things for the greater good, for the big picture. Mm-hmm. And I feel like this week I've been letting some of my emotions take over. Like, why is this man so stupid? You know, you know. But you just gotta like see through that and try to just keep focusing on you. So that would be my failure this week. Weekly success, man. I was the one that reached out to you. And even bigger success for me because you had your shit popping and you still responded to us, man. So that goes to the show, man. Just go shoot your shot. You never know. You never know who's watching. You never know who could respond back. And you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
There you go. Yeah. So my weekly success is that I had told you guys the last couple of weeks that my business has been a little bit slow. But I've been hustling this week, and this week was a great week for me. So that's my success, is that like hustling. I just kind of kept calling people, kept marketing up for that, and I brought in a lot of business. So the last 2 weeks are slow. I brought the business in, so that's a great success for me. And then my weekly failure. So this week, man, like I just said, I was super busy. But on the downside, this whole week I pretty much ate out every single day. because I was just so busy. I didn't have time to do things. And whenever I was coming home, I spent the money. And on top of that, it ain't the healthiest thing. But, I go work, I come home, I got to do some video editing for the podcast. I got to get my stuff ready for the next day and stuff like that. So definitely a failure for me. I gotta get a little bit more balance with that.
Yeah.
But there you go.
What's your failure, bro? What's the lesson learned?
Okay, now that you guys gave me examples, now I got easier to think about it. I would say similar to what you said with what Cruz said with emotions.
Yeah.
I think I'll say my weekly actually it's a combination of success and failure, because I feel like I let social media take up a lot of my time sometimes, and the only form of social media that really takes up a lot of my time is Twitter, because I love seeing the replies and the memes, and it's so funny, and I feel like I could be using that time to be a little bit more productive.
Yeah.
And I've always, people are surprised when I actually say this, but when I usually check Instagram, usually I'll just post and then delete it, because I don't really like being on Instagram and social media and stuff like that, being time consuming. And then even TikTok too. I posted that TikTok and then deleted it, and then someone told me it blew up. So I'm not really a big social media guy, because I feel like getting into whole comparisons and stuff like that. Oh, why is this person doing this and I'm not? And I just feel like a lot of people compare themselves a lot. So I've been in a better place, now that I'm not on social media as much, but recently I have been back on it because of Twitter. So I do want to get that a little bit more back on track. Yeah,
man, that's a mental battle right there constantly, bro. You're smart too, because it's harder for people because you get a lot of response and you get big, a lot of engagement with people on social media. So for you to say you got to put it down, it's a lot harder. You know what I mean? And
it's also his job, kind of. Essentially, it's your job.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Yeah, so I probably what I used to do, I'll still do sort of, is dedicate sort of one time every day sort of to check that DM. Just to see, because sometimes players will reach out and stuff like that, or companies. So I always got to make sure I check that DM. But if I didn't have everything going through social media, I probably wouldn't even have it, honestly.
Yeah,
but, it's part of what I do, and I'm thankful for it. Being able to use it in a productive way and not.
And you're good at it too, bro. And that's so smart, man. Everything I'm hearing from you, bro. You're gonna be whatever you want to be.
Oh yeah, man. In 5 years, bro, you're gonna be up there, bro. I see it, man.
You already up there, but whatever you think you could do, bro. You got the foundation, you got the mental capacity, and like I said, you working for longevity is really smart. You're making good moves, bro. Yeah. That's really great, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir, man. Yo, thanks for coming on, bro.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate
bro.
You.
We'll get you back. You know what? Next time we have you on, we're gonna be in Buffalo. All right?
Oh, that would be dope. that would be dope, bro. That would be dope.
That would be dope. Or even where you guys are in. You said Orlando.
Orlando.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because Buffalo is cold over here, man. So.
Hey,
you're welcome over here, bro.
There.
You gotta come to the studio, bro. You gotta pull up.
Yeah, for sure. That would be dope.
Super dope, man. Thanks for coming on, man. Really appreciate you, bro.
Big facts.
Thunder.Prod on Instagram. Go check them out on TikTok. Is it Thunder.Prod everywhere, right?
Yeah, everywhere.
Check out his YouTube. That's where it started. That's where the meat and potatoes all came to life right there, bro. It's super fire. Everything you're doing is really good, bro. Yep. Everybody needs to go check them out if you're not already checking them out.
Big facts.
Super dope, man.
Yep. Thank you guys for tuning in for another week. As always, if you guys haven't liked, follow, subscribe, go ahead and do that now. And as always, all of his information down below will be in the description. Go ahead, click on that, give that man some love. Go check out what he's doing. He got some dope stuff, great shots, great videos. So definitely go check that out, especially if you're into sports. Go look at that. And that's pretty much it.
That's it, bro. Pocket watch out, man. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, man. We definitely appreciate you. Well, we're going to close it out.